so big that they'll haunt you, or they'll calm you. That's how you know if you gotta go and get to win and not conquer. I had to go out and get it without a sponsor. Kept it real, never crooked, yeah, that's honor. Now I can go out and get it how I want to. Hashtag bless, I choose.
What is up, Rumble? What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Ryan Matta Show. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Thursday morning. Again, I apologize, folks. We had a guest scheduled today. Peter was supposed to be joining us, but he was a no-show. So last minute, we're going to throw something together. We're going to jump over to Bitcoin news. We're going to talk about all of the latest breaking news over on Bitcoin. And we got a lot to talk about. So check this out. Max Payne, 51K Bitcoin options. So $9.4 billion worth of options of Bitcoin are set to expire on Friday. What does this mean for Bitcoin? I got no clue, but we're going to get into it together. I haven't had time to pre-read any of this, so we're just going to roll through it together. Mike not mining KDA says FJB. He says, get out and vote in 2024. Trump MAGA all the way down the ticket. I couldn't agree more, my friend. Let's see what we got over here. Why aren't you mining, Mike? The Joe Biden, the cost of electricity go up a little bit too much for your mining rigs to stay on. It's one way to kill. That's one way to kill an industry, isn't it? Drive price through the roof and collapse every opportunity that the middle class has to keep their head above water. Sounds about right. Sounds a lot like Joe Biden. Let's take a look at this. Where are we looking at here? Bitcoin miner Giga Energy factory going up in Argentina. So this would be pretty crazy, right? So Bitcoin miner Giga Energy to debut facility in Argentina. So we heard a lot about Argentina and what they've been doing with the transgender movement and importing like $100,000 worth of supplies for transgender kids or something like that. But I don't think it's what they kind of let it out to believe. But we'll get into that. Maybe we'll talk about that later over on LFA TV today. So Giga Energy expands Bitcoin mining operation into Argentina, targeting wasted natural gas energy. As the Bitcoin halving event nears, Texas-based Bitcoin mining company Giga Energy has taken a bold step forward, expanding its operations into Argentina. The firm aims to tap into Latin America's vast resources of wasted energy from natural gas flaring. That's huge, folks. This move marks a significant milestone for Giga Energy, according to the co-founder Brent Whitehead, who shared the news on March 26th via LinkedIn. How are you doing on LinkedIn, buddy? Giga Energy expands into Argentina. The process of gas flaring, a common practice in oil extraction, burns the excess methane gas on site instead of releasing it into the atmosphere. Now, Giga Energy has devised a sustainable solution by converting this excess gas into electricity to power its Bitcoin mining rigs, thereby mitigating flaring globally, which is huge. We've talked about this quite a few times. Not that I'm a believer in climate change, but hey, I think we should be putting more carbon in the air, not less carbon in the air, but that's just me. So the innovative approach not only broadens the company's operational landscape, but also aligns with its vision for sustainable energy uses, according to Whitehead. According to the Woke Mind virus, LinkedIn post reads, "We're thrilled to announce Giga expansion into Argentina, a significant milestone in our journey. This move not only broadens operational landscape, but it also aligns with our vision to mitigate flaring globally. We are excited about the opportunity this new chapter will bring and look forward to making a positive impact in Argentina." That's pretty huge, folks. So Giga, Argentina's mining site, situated in a province of Mendoza and has been in testing phases since December. The new venture might prove beneficial for the firm ahead of a Bitcoin halving. So that'd be pretty huge, folks. The company has already mined between $200,000 and $250,000 worth of Bitcoin during this phase, as revealed by co-founder Matt in an interview with CNBC, the wokest media company in the world. However, the full-scale operation awaits the importance of necessary equipment, delaying the profitability expected from this operation. What in the hell is all up with all the crypto bros going on the wokest, fake news, anti-communist, hating America sites in the world? It just blows my mind. Bitcoin mining in Argentina. I mean, maybe CNBC is the only place that'll take us. I don't know. Bitcoin mining in Argentina. Argentina boasts the the world's second largest shale gas reserves, making an ideal location for Giga Energy's expansion by harnessing stranded natural gas to power modular data centers. Giga not only generates revenue, but also reduces methane emissions, contributing to the global efforts in environmental conservation. Facilitating Giga Energy's operations in Argentina, Exatec, an IT service company managing on-site activities, in Phoenix Global Resources, an oil and gas firm providing the necessary gas for Bitcoin mining. The collaborative effort highlights the convergence of a different sector towards sustainable energy solutions. So that's pretty cool, right? How's everybody doing over here in the live chat? Let's jump over and say what up to everybody over here in the live chat. If you guys are not over joining us on Rumble, swing over and jump on Rumble. We got a lot of people over here on YouTube as well. Chef Chevy TV says, don't believe the hype. Black for Trump here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Trump 2024. It is going to be a landslide. Did you see those polling results yesterday? And what'd you hear about Trump? Trump calls, what was he calling Bitcoin a couple of weeks ago? New currency. The new currency, baby. I like the sounds of that. I like where Trump's mind is at, my friend. He's probably the biggest dollar bull that we've ever seen, that I've ever seen anyways. So when you take somebody that's that bullish on the dollar, imagine if Trump became that bullish on Bitcoin. And they don't have a choice, right? It's either you adopt the Bitcoin standard or you die a peasant. It's really kind of that simple at this point. I'm actually having fun converting everything. I'm going back and finding all my old wallets, converting every shitcoin that I have into Bitcoin, folks. We're going to consolidate literally 99% of our portfolio into Bitcoin. Actually, I kind of already did that already, but we're getting there, folks. I want that fourth Bitcoin so bad, and we're like this close to it. Let's go on to the next article, folks. You know, there's only 200,000 people in the world that own one Bitcoin. So right now, if you can accumulate one Bitcoin today, there's an extremely high probability. I would say there's a 0% chance that you won't be in the top 200 richest people in the world. All you have to do is hold it, because there is going to be a constant demand ever for this asset. So if you can acquire one Bitcoin today, might be 5, might be 10 years from now, but you will really you'll be one of the richest people in the world, in the top 200,000. I don't know. What is that? I don't know. Maybe somebody can look it up. I wonder how rich is the top 200,000 people? Like if you're the 200,000th richest person in the world, how much money do you have today? Be interesting to see. And how many Bitcoin do you think just disappeared in P. Diddy's wallet? How many Bitcoin do you think are going to disappear in Jay-Z's wallet, right? How many Bitcoin do you think are going to disappear on Epstein's island? All these fucking slumlords go to prison. I'd be going through the walls in P. Diddy's house, seeing where he hid his, where he's got his Bitcoin wallet hidden at. So Bitcoin ETFs, where are we at here? No, we covered that one. Sorry, folks. I thought Peter was going to be here this morning, and the man, no call, no show, no heads up, no communication. Is what it is. Bitcoin ETFs regain momentum. 418 million inflows after days of outflows. Spot Bitcoin ETFs in the U.S., notably by Fidelity and BlackRock, see notable inflows after consecutive outflow days. So we're going to have Thomas from Hey Paulo. He has a Bitcoin tracker, and he's got this amazing website. So he'll be on the show this week. I think tonight, actually. It's going to be an awesome show. We got Carlos Arellano, the federal whistleblower, joining us on LFA TV today. So if you guys aren't following us over on LFA TV, that is exclusively on Rumble. We're going to have Carlos, and Anthony Rubin will be taking over InfoWars this weekend, or next Monday. So we got Carlos coming on this show to break some news with us. So you want learn a little bit more about politics, swing over and follow us on LFA TV. So Bitcoin spot ETF traded funds, ETFs in the United States, have witnessed a remarkable turnaround with a significant net inflow record after a period of consecutive outflows. Now, Fidelity and BlackRock started out as frontrunners in attracting investor capital to their spot Bitcoin ETFs, right? But we know this. We know it's all just a hoax. It's all just a scam. A majority of that money is coming from BlackRock and the woke global corporations that they control. Any logical market actor, any American citizen should be removing every piece of capital that they have out of BlackRock's control and putting it into something, I don't know, like Bitwise or maybe ARK. Although I don't trust Kathy and I would never give my money to a woman, no offense, and let you guys control it. But that's just me, because I think women should be at home making babies and cooking and cleaning and supporting their man, but that's just my thought. Bitcoin spot traded funds, ETFs in the United States have witnessed a remarkable turnaround, significant inflows, right? And if we jump over here and we take a look at this chart, you guys can see the consecutive amount of inflows versus outflows, and it shows you each one of the ETFs. And again, Grayscale is 95 negative. They become the most hated company in the crypto industry, my personal opinion. Now, spot Bitcoin ETFs rebound in inflows. After a brief spell of investor apprehension, the U.S. spot market for Bitcoin ETFs has regained momentum recording a total inflow of 418 million on March 26th. Now, the positive trends comes after 5 consecutive days of net outflows from these funds, now indicating renewed investor confidence in the Bitcoin market. You guys can see that over here on the chart. Fidelity and BlackRock lead. The Fidelity's Bitcoin ETF experienced its most substantial daily inflow since March 13th, securing an impressive $279 million. Now, Fidelity, an investment giant, added approximately 4,000 BTC to its holdings, highlighting its strong performance in attracting investor capital. Now, similarly, BlackRock's ETFs garnered significant investments totaling around $162 million, although daily inflows were slightly lower compared to previous months. Now, when Fidelity and BlackRock led the pack, other participants also witnessed inflows. ARK 21 Shares Bitcoin ETF recorded 73.6 million in inflows on its best day, while Inversco, Galaxy, Franklin Templeton, and Valkyrie each secured inflows exceeding 26 million for their respective funds. It's pretty crazy. It's awesome watching it. Everybody was saying that, like, oh, whatever ETF gets all the Bitcoin right off the beginning, they're guaranteed to be the winner. No one will ever replace them, and they're going to have a stronghold on the market. Everybody was betting on Grayscale. They dropped the ball on that one, huh? While Fidelity and BlackRock led the pack, other participants also witnessed inflows. ARK 21 Shares Bitcoin recorded around, I just read that. Notably, QCP Capital, a Singapore-based digital trading company, highlighted the surge in demand for structured products like accumulators and FCNs, indicating a keen interest in diversifying portfolios within BTC. The wealth desk at major banks have been pleasantly shocked at the tremendous demand for clients for BTC spot ETFs, along with requests for structured products like accumulators and FCNs. Now, Now, Grayscale challenge, right? Despite the overall positive sentiment, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust experienced outflows amounting to 212 million. The continued downtrend trajectory contrast with the upbeat outlook in the broader ETF market. Now, since transforming into ETF models, Grayscale has seen a significant decrease in its holdings, shedding approximately 270,393 Bitcoin, worth 19.5 billion at the current rate. Imagine dropping the ball. Imagine dropping that ball and having such a massive lead. Uncle D, good to see you. He says, I'm only 66,000 away from having a whole Bitcoin. That's bullshit now. I don't have a man. That is the problem. Kimmy, that's it. You just keep stacking that Bitcoin. That's right. You'll find one, I promise you that. But I have 2 daughters and 2 precious grandchildren. That's what's up. You know, we got to outpopulate these freaks, man. It's the only way we're going to take our country back. Because the average Muslim, right, has about 10 kids. So they are going to outbreed us. It's actually about 6 to 8, but it's a lot more than Americans because we're only having about 1.2. And that rate's dropping because, the FDA just announced yesterday that they're experiencing a high rate of children, specifically toddlers and infants, having seizures after they got the COVID-19 vaccine. But, so if they're not outpopulating us, they're out genociding us. So one of the two. Expert Insights, Bloomberg's senior ETF analyst Eric Something emphasized the growing popularity for Bitcoin ETFs, noting the presence among the top 30 asset funds in the initial 50 trading days. Now, he went on and highlighted BlackRock's IBIT and Fidelity's FBTC as standout performers, underscoring sustained investor interest in these innovative financial instruments. And if we jump over here and look at this chart as well, man, just seeing BlackRock controlling all that Bitcoin and the fact that, I don't know, did Coinbase ever show us their proof of reserves? Or is this all just bullshit? Who's ready for Coinbase to break again? Bitcoin's about to put a new all-time high. Coinbase is about to break this week. So, HashDEX enters the race. The competition in the Bitcoin ETF market continues to intensify, with HashDEX, a digital asset manager firm, announcing its entry into the fray. HashDEX Futures Fund has transitioned into a spot product, marking the 11th spot Bitcoin ETF launch in the United States. The move reflects the evolving landscape of the sector, with HashDEX now trading under the ticker DeFi. DeFi finally and officially makes it to the starting gate. Spot Bitcoin ETF number 11. The getting is so good right now. I could see this one getting some bites if the fee is competitive, despite being so late, says Eric. Now, HashDEX, I mean, let's bring them on. Keep stacking them, baby. One more ETF. Every ETF that goes up, in my opinion, is a good thing. The more we can decentralize this power and control from BlackRock, the better. So then Bitcoin News breaks out another story about HashDEX shakes up Bitcoin ETF market by launching a DeFi. And I thought when I seen this article, I was like, oh, DeFi, huh? You got me on this one. HashDEX launches its spot Bitcoin ETF, and the HashDEX Bitcoin Futures ETF transitions to the HashDEX Bitcoin ETF. Now, HashDEX is a lending digital asset management firm who has officially debuted its spot Bitcoin ETF traded fund in the United States following the conversion of HashDEX Bitcoin Futures ETF to HashDEX Bitcoin ETF under the ticker DeFi. Say that 3 times fast, which started trading on Wednesday. As per the official statement, the asset management firm has been allowed to provide spot Bitcoin holdings and track a new benchmark index called the NASDAQ Bitcoin Reference Price Settlement, NQBTSC. Now, am I the only one who just feels like this is fucking weird, man? Like, why are people that fucking retarded that they are going to give their precious hard-earned dollars? Well, they're not precious and they're not fucking worth anything. But these pieces of shit, pieces of paper that Jerome Powell prints out of thin air, but you're willing to trade your life away for. You've worked your ass off your entire life to generate and accumulate wealth, and you put that wealth into a 401k so you can give it to one of these dick jerks and let them fucking gamble with your life savings? Are you fucking stupid? What the fuck is wrong with people? Cash out your gosh damn 401k. Become a grown adult. Like, when would you ever, if you had $40,000 in the bank, when would you be like, yeah, it's a good idea that I'm going to go give it to some company that I probably never even spent more than 20 minutes researching, who God only knows what corrupt and illicit activity that they are involved in. God knows what anything that they do. And I'm going to give it to some jerk-off college student that just got an MBA from some woke-ass university, and he's never fucking invested or made profit or a penny in his fucking life, never produced anything of value. And I'm going to give this dick jerk my fucking life savings. Grow the fuck up, man. Jeez, oh, Pete's, guys. You guys need to get your fucking shit together. Not you guys. I know you guys are at it. This is the message out to the fucking other morons out there that are fucking giving their hard-earned money. Like, you trade your time for energy, right? And that energy buys you a certain percentage of goods. It doesn't matter what currency they pay you in. But if you are storing that energy in any currency but Bitcoin, you are losing money. It's already bad enough the government taxes you 50% in America. Then you're going to take the remaining 50% of your capital or a percentage of that, and you're going to give it to some other jerk off so that they can hold your Bitcoin for you. Come on now. You can't memorize 12 words and keep them in a safe place and not lose them? Gosh damn, man. Like, look at what they're creating. Like this. What the fuck is a NQBTSC, right? There's probably a fucking really good logical reason why the price of gold hasn't put in a new all-time high in like, or at the very least hasn't gone up more than 5% higher from its all-time high in what, the last like 10 years? 15 years? Like since the '08 collapse? Like, they print these dollars out of thin air and they're supposed to be based or relative to the value of gold. And look at what these dick schmucks have done to the fucking price of gold. So you keep putting your money in these fucking Bitcoin ETFs. Like, I don't see it being, I mean, I see it's a good thing. I mean, it's Bitcoin go up because these people are buying fucking Bitcoin. But at the very least, make sure your fucking money's in a Bitcoin ETF that is actually holding Bitcoin ETF. So our corrupt government passed a law right before these ETFs kicked off. They don't have to hold Bitcoin. If they hold the cash equivalent, right, then it's okay. Or government debt. You know, they can hold these treasuries. And imagine that. So let this sink in, right? Some of these ETFs are taking your fucking money and they are not buying Bitcoin with it. They are buying bonds, treasuries, government fucking debt, or bribing or doing whatever kickbacks they have to. Well, what happens to all the ones that took it at 70 and it goes to 100 and they didn't buy Bitcoin? Right? You're going to see the biggest fucking run on these ETFs. Are they insured? Are they FDI protected? How much money can you put into one of these cocksuckers and not lose your entire fucking net worth if they go belly up? Or God forbid, Joe Biden and Anthony Blinken and these nutcases, these low IQ lunatics get us into World War III, right? How easy is it to take your gold? Oh yeah, they got to come in your house. They have to know you have it. How easy is it for them to take your Bitcoin that's sitting in an ETF? Pretty damn simple, dude. Pretty fucking simple. And you want to know what they'll do? They'll take your Bitcoin. They'll drive us into a war. The price of Bitcoin will go up to $1 million. And they'll go, oh yeah, you know when we took your Bitcoin from you, yeah, it was worth $75,000. So we're going to give you that $75,000 back. Here you go. Just like they did with FTX. Just like they do with every one of these con jobs. It's a fucking scam, man. I'm so sick of letting this government just gut us. And we're just sitting here like, oh yeah, no big deal. No fucking big deal. We're just getting robbed blind, folks. They're just looting the treasury. Nothing to see here. Just keep paying your taxes, keep being a good little obedient slave, and it'll be all right, folks. It'll all work itself out, I promise. Let's jump over into this another article before I get myself deplatformed from YouTube. Give me 1 second. I got to screenshot this one. I didn't take a... This one's a good one. This one's a good one. Let me get a screenshot here and we'll jump into this one. Actually, I'll jump into something else while I get this one set up. I guess it doesn't fucking matter. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. Oh, I'm going off today. I didn't get shit back from FTX, says Uncle D. I don't fucking doubt it, man. What a fucking con job. We made a lot of money, Uncle D. That's why you're in good hands right now. We made a lot of money short in FTX, and there was a lot of time to get your money off there. How people left it on there and lost it? Because they weren't following Ryan Matta. So if you guys are following Ryan Matta, we'll help protect those gains this bull run. We're going to help you get that crypto off exchange. So that way nobody else can take it. But Uncle D, I've lost 2 millions. I've lost millions twice on exchanges. So I'm with you, man. I'm only joking around in good fun. Max Pain for Bitcoin, folks. This was the topic of today's show. Max Pain, 51K Bitcoin options worth over 9.4 billion set to expire on Friday. The Max Pain price is at 50,000. Over 134,000 BTC options are set to expire on Durbit on March 29th. That's tomorrow. That's fucking nuts. Oh, somebody's going to get wrecked. I wonder what this is going to do. I haven't had time to pre-read any of these, so sorry if I'm working my way through it here. So over $9.4 billion worth of Bitcoin options are set to expire on Durbit, cryptocurrency exchange, on March 29th, with some analysts suggesting that Bitcoin's Max Pain price could be at a range of around 50,000. Max Pain on Bitcoin price closer to 50,000. So what does that mean? Over 134,000 Bitcoin worth of open interest is set to expire on Durbit exchange at 8 a.m. tomorrow on March 29th, suggesting a Max Pain price of 50,000 according to data shared by Unfolded in a March 27th X post. And then this is, so the Max Pain price is a strike price where the most open Bitcoin option contracts, puts and calls, at which the given asset would cause financial losses for most option holders at expiration. So Bitcoin could potentially see a correction to the 51,000 mark if inflows in spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds ETFs slow down, according to Kai Young Yoon, founder and CEO of Crypto Quant, Sounds like the CEO of cryptocurrencies got himself in a little pickle and he's about to get wrecked. New whales, mainly ETF buyers, have a 56K on-chain cost basis correction. Typically entails a max drawdown of around 30% in a bull market with a max pain of 51K. Homie's going to get wrecked after 5 consecutive days of negative outflows. Last week, the US spot Bitcoin ETF saw over 15 million worth of net flows. On March 25th, the same day, Bitcoin price recorded its highly daily close above 69,000 in the past 10 days. Now, the 10 Bitcoin ETFs saw a combined net inflow of 418 million on March 29th. Is the pre-Bitcoin halving correction over? So we talk about Bitcoin's pre-halving price correction occurred in a line with previous historically retraces ahead of the halving, according to the analyst Rect Capital. And he wrote in a March 25th post on X, the pre-halving retracement occurs right on schedule. And now Bitcoin is back to 70K. So we take a look at this chart. This is what they're talking about right here. The pre-halving retraces occurred right on schedule. And now BTC is back to 70K. So it looks like he was eyeing out, I don't know what he was eyeing out over here, but it looks like he was maybe calling it back down to 38K or I'm not really following that. But Bitcoin price could break out towards a new all-time high if the old all-time high of 69 is flipped into support, said Rect Capital in a March 26th video analysis. Definitely went below 69K, but Bitcoin is now peaking beyond this old all-time high, potentially positioning itself for the pre-halving retrace to be over. Now, last week, Bitcoin's price correction suggests that the price has already formed a local bottom or is close to doing so. Now, according to a research note by Bitfinex Analysis shared with Cointelegraph, we believe the pullback last week for Bitcoin from its current all-time high of 73,666 and amounting to approximately 17.5% correction suggests we are close to establishing a local bottom and indeed may have already done so. What do you guys think? Where do you guys think the price of Bitcoin is headed? Robbie, my man, good to see you. EF the ETF, BlackRock, hodl your own Bitcoin. Damn right, Robbie, my man. You got it. You got it. We got the whole LFA crew over here stacking Bitcoin. It's going to be crazy. I say that the Matta Effect crew will become the richest community in all of the conservative movement. Really. We are going to make more millionaires than any conservative commentator in the history of the world. That's pretty badass feeling. We're going to orange pill every single MAGA conservative in the entire country. We're going to get you guys off the gold standard and get you adopting the Bitcoin standard, which is the hardest money known to man. And in the process, we're going to all get rich as fuck doing it. It's going to 150K minimum, 100 grand within months. I think you're right, Rockabilly. I think you're 100% right. Which is why I think we have a Black Swan event coming out. I think that that's inevitable. You know, that's the only thing that I see bringing us down. And I don't see us bringing it down that big. I just see it stopping the inflows for a minute. Whether that's like, you know, if people can't move around their ETFs or move around their 401ks and allocate that Bitcoin, that funding to Bitcoin, you know, that bridge is a little bit sketchy. It looks like the CIA is up to the CIA tricks where they're trying to stage a color revolution in America and, you know, basically kill us all. But hey, that's just my opinion. Not investing advice. Just joking, YouTube. Just joking. Everything said in this video is a joke. Don't take it all seriously, folks. Lighten up out there. None of this is investing advice. You should always do your own research. And I think there's some other shit I could say. This is just a conspiracy theory. None of it's true. Don't believe any of it. Do your own research and you give BlackRock all your money. Kadena UAE says 160K to 200K. I'm ready. Gimme B says I'm buying some more. I bought some more yesterday at 69 too. I started to shut off all my bots because I had these bots that were trading XRP and Bitcoin, right? So I'm trading a shitcoin for Bitcoin. My bots do it all for me. Now, logically to me, I was like, okay, XRP is a really stable asset. This will be good. It's like a fucking stable coin, right? And every moon boy pumps it up and tells you it's going to 1 million and it normally, you know, tops out at $1 and then goes back down to, you know, 20 cents or whatever it is. So I'm like, all right, this is a great shitcoin, right? Because it's volatile. Like the moon boys are already pumping it, always pumping it. It's always going up and down. It's fairly stable. When it goes down, it doesn't like completely fall off a cliff. Huge market cap, hard to pump. So it's like, oh, it's a perfect shitcoin to trade against Bitcoin. And then I'm just watching Bitcoin eat away at this fucking thing. So like I set this thing up to trade like rapidly. I think at one point it had like $30,000. And I set this bot up and the grid, cause I read grid, right? So it made me like $4,000 in, I don't know, maybe it was like 8 days or 10 days or something, or $3,500 or something like that. So like as I'm making profit, my bot, like the XRP value is going down relative to Bitcoin because Bitcoin's going up so much more. So even though both assets are going up, right? But Bitcoin's going up twice as fast as XRP, the XRP chart looks like XRP is crashing, even though XRP is going up in value because Bitcoin's relative value is so much higher than XRP. And I go, well, fuck. I say, if they don't approve an XRP ETF and Bitcoin starts to break out above 75K, what's going to happen is this thing's going to keep buying me XRP with my Bitcoin, right? Because if the chart goes down, it starts to DCA you in and it'll fluctuate. It'll come back up and down and trade. But the entire time, right, it made me like $4,000 in profits from trading in Bitcoin, but it was buying me 4K worth of XRP at the same time. So everything that I was making as price was coming down, and I was like, fuck, man. Like if Bitcoin really took off, like my bot might turn off and might buy me like $1,000 or $5,000 worth of XRP that I then have to sit and wait and go put a limit order and hopefully I sell my XRP. And I was like, yeah, nope. I'm really close to being dead even on this one. I'm fucking done. I'm just buying more Bitcoin. So I fucking bought, I don't know. I'm almost up to 4 coins now, but sadly I lost those first 3 coins in a boating accident. What a shame, huh? Damn. Crypto Banner just got banned today. They should have been on Rumble. That is why I trust this community of 101 versus their 8K. You know, Banner tried to sue me. I actually got a lawsuit from that little scummy rat bastard. Cost me about 5K. Not 5K, but I just threw 5K at my attorney and put down a retainer because I was dealing with a lawsuit from BitBoy and from Banners. Ooh. We'll finish that sentence when we're on Rumble. I'll show you what I think of that rat bastard. That dude is the biggest, slimiest, sleaziest, grimiest dirtbag in all of crypto. You take investing advice from him, that's like trusting Puff Daddy to watch your child. You have to have a fucking mental illness if you watch that dude's show. Like you have you seen what he did to people last bull run? Like these are the fucking scummiest, sleaziest. They go and buy crypto projects that are dead. Like VRA being a prime example. I almost guarantee you, I was watching in the bear market. I was watching people talk about this project. The fucking thing's been dead for like 6 years. No code updates, never changed anything, print more coins into existence, increase market cap by billions of dollars. They go and buy dead projects. And then they take those dead projects that were at once upon a time, maybe had a team, ICO, tried to do something, and then just couldn't develop it, project fell apart. They'll go buy these shit projects for pennies on the dollar. They'll get access to the dev wallet. They'll get access to all the keys, all the code, all the smart contracts. They'll create a new website. They'll hire 4 of their friends that are influencers, which these are little fucking dweebs from their mom's basement. These fucking dudes produce absolutely nothing of value. And then they put them as advisors, right? And then they do like some new sale, new something. They'll run PR marketing campaigns. They'll get the PR firms involved in it, and they pay the PR firms with a percentage of their coins, right? And then they fucking pump the project. Then they get 5 or 6 influencers involved that all make videos on it, and they launch them all at the same time. The PR firm literally delivers you a pitch deck, and I've showed this to you guys. I used to work for these PR firms. I did it. They hand me a PowerPoint presentation. It tells me what to say, what key bullet points they want to cover, what revolutionary technology is going to revolutionize DeFi, and it's going to be the next best gaming awesome DEX, and it's going to have an in-game DEX, and you're going to be able to stake pork token and get little piggy tic-tac-toe, little buddy foo-foo cum rockets. And you can take those cum rockets and you can stick them in the gravity hole, and the gravity hole will spit you out a little poonie, right? And you're like, what the fuck? And you're like, all of a sudden, you have a project that has absolute zero real world value, and it's created a $10 billion worth of TVL in the Solana ecosystem, right? It's all a fucking scam to get your fucking Bitcoin. These dudes can't produce any fucking real value. Ron used to work for fucking CNBC, right? If I'm not mistaken. Like, these are not good people. These people cannot be trusted, and you should not trust them. They are here to rip you off, scam you, and make clicks and money from you. And finally, YouTube probably fucking removed them for being straight up fucking scammy, sleazy bastards. That's just my opinion, just what I've seen in the space, but do your own research, guys. Fucking Mario too. Just search Mario's name on there and look at some of the videos that are out there about that guy. Like whether it's true or not, prove that it's not, right? I would love for him to prove that it's not true. You guys go through that guy's research and it's flawless. It's what these guys did. They buy dead projects, they rebrand them, they pump them, they get a team behind them, they get a PR firm to back them. And last time I went after them, I was making a Crypto Exposed series. They fucking hacked my computer, hacked into my fucking shit, fucking got my Twitter account suspended. They hacked into my Twitter and bypassed my 2FA. That's $10,000 just to do that, right? That was back when Twitter was 1.0 fascist Twitter, which ain't much better now. And you had to pay $10,000 for somebody to get you the verified check mark, which these PR firms will do for you. All you have to do is they'll get, you go to any newspaper, you want to get published in any paper, you can pay all these PR firms, CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, the one we were just reading right there, not BitcoinNews.com, but these other shady ones. You want to be famous, you want to get published in news articles because that's how you used to get verified. You'd have to be a public figure and you'd have to have so many like articles or stories about you published in accredited journalists or newspapers or wherever. So you pay them all this money and they go and they pay the news outlets to write an article about you. You know, they could create anything you want and they'll lie about you. You know, Ryan Matta is the most legendary crypto trader, turned 1,000 into $550 million in less than 6 months with the best legendary trading strategy that you've ever seen, folks. Whatever they want. They'll say whatever, they'll publish it on their paper and they know that it's a fucking lie. They'll take your money and that's it. And then you get verified. So they have the contacts of the people at Twitter, right? So then when I went after that PR firm, next thing I know, my Twitter's gone. My Instagram, they got suspended. My Twitter was actually hacked. My Instagram, they got shut down. My personal computer got hacked. Every single email except for one. I was literally changing my passwords with 2FA on my computer. They were into my computer watching my screen. I woke up the next morning and all my fucking passwords were changed again. I was like, holy fuck. Had to have my uncle come over, had to contact Xfinity, had to reset my entire network at my house, install firewalls, had my own fucking encrypted server put in. I was down for like a fucking week. It was wild. Fucking nuts, man. All because of those slimy rat bastards. So that's what I think of the fucking banter clowns, man. Fucking scummy bastards. Sue me again, bitches. We got stacks this time. Anyways, let's on to the next. On to the next. Bitcoin chart suggests the dominance train is coming. Traders say the current Bitcoin dominance chart resembles that of the 2018-2019 bear market. Crypto trader Bernie wrote on X. A clear ascending triangle is forming on the Bitcoin dominance chart, signaling a potential surge in Bitcoin's market shares, according to several crypto traders. Some, however, argue it's going to go the other way. So for those of you guys who don't know, Bitcoin dominance shows you guys Bitcoin relative to every other cryptocurrency in the ecosystem. So I'm pretty sure we still have it over on CoinMarketCap, if I'm not mistaken. And if I click on market cap, go over here to go Bitcoin dominance. And this will show you Bitcoin's percentage of its shares versus everything else in the market. So right now, if the global market cap right here is $2.68 trillion, so that means all crypto assets valued at a total of $2.68 trillion, 58 or 51% of that is Bitcoin, 13% is Ethereum, 4% is USDT, 3% BNB, 3% Sol, and 21% other shitcoins. And actually, it's Bitcoin versus, 21 million other shitcoins. So to think about that, there is currently 2.4 million cryptocurrencies listed on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, Kimmy says, I always have to transfer to USDT and then whatever crypto that you do, unless you're paying with Bitcoin. You can swap pretty much Bitcoin for anything because Bitcoin is paired with everything. And let me show you what I mean on that. So let's just take BNB, for example. That's an exchange one. We'll go with Solana. So if you come over here and you go to markets, right? So right here, it shows you what SOL can be traded for. You can trade Solana for USDT, FUSD, USD, and BTC, right? You can swap Solana for ETH as well. So if you have Ethereum or Bitcoin in your wallet, you can pretty much swap those for any cryptocurrency in the game. Every exchange is different. Like Binance might be the only one that has Solana BTC and Ethereum BTC, or it might be the only one that has, you know, Cadena BTC or Flux BTC, where KuCoin might not have those pairs, right? So depending on what assets you hold. But yeah, anytime you're trying to get dollars or you want to buy pretty much anything, the easiest way to do it, in my opinion, is USDC or USDT. So the BTC dominance train is above a level, is about to leave the station, says crypto trader. And into the cryptoverse, founder Benjamin Cohen declares to his 810,000 followers. Now, Benjamin Cohen, I really like that guy's outlooks. He's got a lot of great knowledge. He's been in the industry for a really, very, very long time. He's a really big Bitcoin bull, but he also dabbles with shitcoins as well. So he says an ascending triangle pattern on the chart develops when the price consolidates between an upward trend line support and a horizontal resistance trend line. Where was I at on this main one here? Nope. Sorry, I was trying. Oh, there it is. I was just trying to get back to the main thing so I can scroll through here. As the patterns in the chart develop, price consolidates between the upward trend line. Bitcoin dominance, measuring Bitcoin's share of the total crypto market capitalization, is coming back in a big way. Crypto trader Bernie on X told his 194,000 followers on March 27th. Now, Bernie suggests Bitcoin dominance usually grows in bear markets as crypto native investors flock to it as a safe haven, preferring its sustainability over more risky and speculative digital assets. Now, despite Bitcoin hitting an all-time high this month, Bernie added the current trend mirrors the 2018 bear market. This is far different from the 2021 bull market, where dominance fell considerably from 70% to 40%. It actually parallels the 2018-2019 bear market, they said. Now, Bitcoin held an 85% market dominance in March 2017, but by January of 2018, it plummeted to an all-time low of 32.45%. I remember that in 2017. That was really bizarre. Now, Bitcoin dominance is currently sitting at 51% or 50.1% according to CoinStats data. Not every trader agrees with the sentiment. Some hold that Bitcoin's market share seems to be decreasing in the long term from a macro perspective. Now, crypto trader Zero IKA told his 43,000 followers on X that Bitcoin dominance is actually in a long-term downtrend. And if you take a look at the chart here, you can kind of see that as well. Right? If we take a look at the chart here, at the whole picture, considering the long logarithmic chart, we can clearly see that BTC dominance is in a long-term downtrend versus where it was. You know, I was hoping that we get back above that 70 level, because when we talk about altcoin season, if Bitcoin dominance can get back above that 70 level and hold it, when we break back down below it, that's when, you know, altcoin season is kicking off, and that's when we can make a lot of money and we can short the shit out of a lot of these shit coins and turn thousands into hundreds of thousands in literally like a couple months. When this bull run ends and everything goes bearish, oh boy. It's in my personal opinion, like the bull run's not the opportunity of a lifetime. Buying Bitcoin is, right? And that changes your game. But from a trader standpoint, shorting the end of a bull run is the real opportunity. That's when you get to really make like grimy, insane, all of these shit coins go 80 to 90% off. And you can hold these shorts for, my buddy Kite did it for 400 and something days, 426 days, held a short and made a fuck ton of Bitcoin from it. So if done right, we're going to make a lot of money. Short term and long term, I think. I think we just go up here, we go up forever. And I don't think anything stops it. And I think anybody that tries to get in the way is just going to get ran over and just completely crushed, because Bitcoin's not going anywhere. No politician can stop it. What else we got over here? I think that's it, folks. That was quick. We just went through 5 articles quick. Really quick, actually. Oh, let's think about the Lightning Network. Yeah, we didn't cover that one yet. I was like, wow, we just read all those articles really quick. Now, the Lightning Network can enable frictionless API monetization. This is pretty cool. This article explains a clear way of API monetization with a pay-as-you-go model using Voltage, a Bitcoin development platform. Shit. Sorry, I got to zoom in here. Give me 1 second. Man, we should throw some jams on here. Let's do that up. There we go. APIs and application programming interfaces have become crucial in a software development. Sorry, one more time. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Digital economy. They allow different applications to communicate with each other by establishing a set of protocols. However, API monetization can be challenging for businesses. While companies like Google, Facebook, and Twitter provide free public APIs, most businesses want to generate revenue from the APIs they develop. An API represents years of R&D, research and development, and innovation for a company. It makes its unique data and services available to external developers. So companies can naturally want to capitalize on this investment. Yeah, let's create something that's free and charge people for it. That's the American way. However, putting a price tag on an API usage is a challenging process. Companies have to strike a balance between monetization and developer adoption. More relaxed monetization models can limit an API's reach and utilization. Now, on the other hand, they are giving away API access for free, which leaves potential revenues on the table. Yes, but you fucking sell them whatever they pay for, right? Like the API connects them to your project or your application or the services that you sell them. But I don't know. We'll keep reading. I always give my opinion too early. Businesses must also contend with complex usage metrics like monthly active users, peak loads, and tiered pricing models, which make determining the right monetization strategy for an API challenging. This article explains a clever way to monetize APIs with a pay-as-you-go model. This model can reduce user friction, increase revenues, and importantly, security. Can you monetize an API? APIs have become a crucial asset for modern businesses. We are going to break down two main approaches to monetizing APIs. I didn't read that wrong. I think it was wrote wrong. Direct API monetization. Direct monetization means charging developers and end users for API usage. This could involve pre-call pricing, charging for an API call or request, rate limits, limiting how much API request a user can make unless they pay, tiered pricing, offering different pricing tiers based on usage levels, pay per asset pricing, charging for access to specific data sets via the API. So this is where I'm like, BitGap or Bybit creates an API, right? And that API allows me to connect to BitsGap, or BitsGap creates an API and allows me to connect to Bybit, whatever. Like that API allows my bot to connect to the website. I'm trading on their website. They're making money. I'm using their bot platform, which I'm paying for. Now you're going to tell me I'm going to get taxed in the middle? It sounds like the fucking government. Indirect monetization. Indirect monetization does not charge for API usage. Instead, the API is a gateway to monetize other products or services. For example, increasing app usage. Free APIs can attract more developers and end users, generating more revenue from the main app. Advertising. The API provides data that enables more targeted advertising. Affiliate marketing. The APIs promote affiliated products and you can get a cut out of the sales. And data insight. The APIs provide data, valuable analysis, and business insight you can monetize. Now, indirect models allow businesses to unlock more value from their APIs, but measuring the ROI can be difficult. Companies often use a mix of direct and indirect monetization strategies. Now, how companies make money from APIs. There are several common ways that the companies generate revenue from APIs. Usage-based pricing, I'm sure it explains itself. Tiered pricing. With tiered pricing, access to API features is grouped into different packages of tiers. However, tiers provide greater capabilities, usage allowance, and additional features. For example, a basic tier may allow up to 10,000 API calls per month, which a higher tier allows 100,000 to 500,000. Cool. Developer plans, you can pay for a developer plan. Developer plans provide packed access for APIs, value-added services. Companies can also earn money by offering services in addition to its core API access, which most do. Introducing the L402 protocol. The L402 protocol provides a clever solution for monetizing APIs by combating the capabilities of macarons and the Lightning Network. Now, overview of the L402 protocol. L402, formerly the LSAT, is an open standard that enables charging for API usage while handling authentication for distributed systems. It brings together the strengths of two key technologies. Macarons, if I'm saying that right. Let me double check that.
Macaroons.
Yeah, macaroons used for improved authentication and permissions. Lightning Network used for enabling micropayments. Now with L402, macaroons are tied to Lightning invoices to create Lightning API keys. This allows for separating the logic of payments, permissions, and request fulfillments. So I'm confused. Is this saying that they're going to start charging you to use the Lightning Network? Here's how L402s work. Macaroons provide authentication tokens that are verifiable using cryptography. They can encode permissions and be delegated. Lightning invoices allow obtaining a secret permage by making a payment. Premiage, if I'm saying that right, premiage? Yeah, premiage by making it a payment. L402s combined these by tying macaroons to the Lightning invoicing via their payment hash. Now, validating the macaroon's cryptography generates the invoice or guarantees that the invoice was paid. Now, the separation is perfect for distributed systems where issuance and verification should be decentralized. Enabling per user pricing for APIs. The L402 enables per use pricing for an API in Satoshis using Lightning Network micropayments. Companies can provide API keys to customers along with Lightning invoices. Customers pay invoices to obtain the secret premiage and use the paid key for API access. Companies don't need to check the invoice payment, just validate the key. Now, the L402 allows pricing API, use cases like per request, tiered access, surge pricing, etc. It facilitates pay-as-you-go API monetization. So how L2s help monetize APIs. L402 enables several key benefits for companies looking to monetize their APIs. Per use pricing model. Now with the L402, companies can implement per use pricing for API access instead of a fiat monthly fee. Customers pay small fee each time they call the API. This pay-as-you-go approach is attractive for customers who want to try out an API or have variable usage needs. Companies can price API calls based on a volume tier and even implement surge pricing during peak demand. Now, reduced infrastructure costs. This must be a benefit. By monetizing APIs, companies can reduce infrastructure costs. Revenues from API fees help offset the servers, bandwidth, and operational expenses that are required to host and maintain the API. Companies don't have to over-provision capacity for infrequent spikes in usage. The pay-per pricing align cost with the actual API usage. Now, improved cash flows, obviously it's going to generate you more money and more revenue. It's going to make your products more expensive to the end user. In theory, increasing the price of inflation for everybody. Better access and control with L402's access to the API cryptographically tied to a payment. Customers must present a valid L402 token to call the API, which is only issued after paying an invoice. This prevents freeloaders and enforces payments. Now, the company maintains full control over who can access the API. So this and that. The company maintains full control over who can access the API. I thought they just said we are decentralizing these APIs. I'm confused already. The L402 also supports expiring tokens and rate limits for most advanced access policies. Expiring token sounds like a central bank digital currency. Implementing a L402 for an API. Integrate L402 into an existing API infrastructure involves a few key steps. Integrating L402 into API infrastructure, set up an L24, blah, 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 proxy. The proxy will handle issuing macrons, invoicing, and validating requests. Configure the proxy with the endpoints and the rules, blah, blah, blah. Hey, if this is up to you guys, rock out. I'm bored already. I think that's a wrap, folks. It is 10:59 on the Ryan Matta Show. Thank you so much for sticking with us on this beautiful afternoon. If you guys are into crypto and you guys would like to support this channel and buy some Bitcoin, taken off an exchange, don't trade it, don't get wrecked, don't use leverage. You can do that outside of the United States on Bybit. Today's sponsor is Bybit. Bybit is your one-stop shop for crypto trading, crypto investing, buying, learning. I've also built a step-by-step digital course which teaches you everything you need to know about buying crypto on Bybit, and not just buying crypto on Bybit, but trading strategies, setting up crypto trading bots. Bitcoin is the best way to fight against tyranny, to fight against government corruption, to fight back against the Federal Reserve printing trillions of dollars and depreciating everything that your family has worked for your entire life. So get yourself some Bitcoin. You should at least allocate a small percentage of it to your portfolio. Be a smart investor. Don't let the government take everything from you. Again, my name is Ryan Matta. Links to my affiliate codes are down in the description. Show this channel some love and go buy yourself some Bitcoin.
You're working on a new documentary called Treason, and I want to give a shout out here because you're trying to put this documentary together about Biden's open borders, and I'd love for you to tell our audience about it and how people can contribute. You guys have set up a Give, Send, Go link. We'll link it up in the description here, so if people want to contribute to get this documentary made and pushed out there before the election in 2024, they can do that, so we'll link that up. So tell us about Treason.
Well, first off, thanks for bringing that up, and because I'm very, very excited and very passionate about this project. We look at the border through the lens of looking south all the time. All we get is pictures of people bonsaiing the border, the trash. I want to show that. I want to see that, but I want to, if you can envision, I want to turn the camera north, and I want to ask the question, what we just saw behind us is treason. I'm now going to take you into America, the big cities, Chicago, New York, DC, Oakland, San Francisco, but I'm also going to take you in to Whitewater, Wisconsin. I'm going to take you into a small town in Iowa. I'm going to take you down into Alabama, and I'm going to show you what treason looks like. What is the manifestation in crime, in jobs, in social decay, in social benefit decay. I want you to see what treason is. And I'm going to be interviewing. I have interviews lined up out for the whole summer. I'm talking to chiefs of police in local small towns. I'm talking to city activists that I would have nothing in common with politically. Now we are completely aligned. They've seen their communities devastated by illegal aliens and all of the funds going there. So over the summer, we have it lined out. We have a very packed production schedule, but it will end and we will release this in October before the election. Because I think it is paramount that Americans understand, instead of looking south all the time, turn around and see what's happening to your country. What does this treason look like in the manifestation of crime and destruction? And it will be shocking to the American people.
Shocking, folks. Thank you guys. Sorry about that. We were muted over there. Maybe you guys didn't hear the My Pillow code. So folks, you guys can swing over to this Give, Send, Go. It is GiveSendGo/Saving America. With big shout out to everybody that's donated so far. I'm bankrolling this thing out of my own pocket, trying to get me and JJ off and running. I already got $5,000 of my own money invested into it. And we're going to end some political careers this summer. So if you guys want to see the raw truth, you guys can afford to skip a cup of coffee and throw $5 at this. $9.99 will get you access to the documentary when we're going to release it. It'll eventually be released for free, but if we can try to generate enough revenue, because there's just no way to fit all of the information that America needs to learn about what's been done to our country in one documentary. So this is just going to be the start of most likely a docu-series. $9.99 will get you access to the documentary. For $14.99, you're going to get access to the documentary. And it's going to be unlike anybody's documentaries that they've ever done, because you've probably watched a documentary and you're like seeing like 15 minutes of this or 5 minutes of this interview. You know, if you watched Police State, you only saw Kyle talk for 2 minutes or 2 seconds. You saw Steve Friend talk for 1 or 2 seconds. You saw Garrett O'Boyle talk for a few seconds. And then you're like, wow, like, man, I wanted to hear that guy's whole story. For $14.99, you're going to get access to every single interview we've done. So there's probably, by the end of this, I'm guessing probably 50 interviews. People from all the way up from like General Flynn, all the way down to local activists, all the way down to, you know, chasing politicians down in Washington, all the way to cartel members. We're trying to work on getting sit-down cartel member interviews with these like top dogs in the cartel over in Mexico. That's still a big what if, but if we can get some of these interviews, it's going to end people's careers, right? You're going to see exactly how your government has been lying, cheating, manipulating, and extorting your tax dollars, funneling it in to these woke corporations and these NGOs that are then inherently destroying our country, replacing you, replacing your jobs, crushing your way of life, destroying the currency of the United States of America. And this documentary is going to be it. So if you guys can afford to skip that cup of coffee, we greatly appreciate it. It's going to blow your mind. I promise you that. We won't let you down. God bless you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. We out. Peace. Out. Peace. 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 There it is.
Run.